Hi, it's Charlie from Stan James. I want to do a quick preview of this year's Champions League. First of all, our offer at Stan James, money back as a free bet on the outright market if it's an all-English final. That's at Wembley in May. Remember 2008 in Moscow it was, and when Manchester United beat Chelsea 6-5 on penalties. Could lightning strike twice. It is, of course, in Wembley Stadium this year, but that is our offer. Money back as a free bet up to a maximum of £250 if it's an all-English final. That's on the outright market. On the right market with ourselves at Stan James, Barcelona, unsurprisingly 2009 champions, of course, lost out to Internazionale this last season. The other 5-2 favourites, Real Madrid, of course, the chosen one, Mourinho, looking for back-to-back titles, and with Real Madrid 5-1, Chelsea 11-2. I think they're much the best equipped of the four English sides to progress, and actually they would be my selection. So it's Chelsea for myself. I'm a big fan of Ramirez, Malou, Zerkov. I think they're due big seasons as well, and whilst there may be again too much emphasis on Drogba to score goals, it would just be Chelsea at 11-2. I think they are the best. Interestingly, well, Inter and Milan, the champions, 14-1 with ourselves at Stan James. Quickly going through the top goal scorer, David Villa, unsurprisingly 5-1. When you think Xavi, Iniesta, Messi to give him the ammunition, he will. I think 5-1 could look a very, very fair price. He's top goal scorer, but of course his partner in crime at Barca, Lionel Messi, is 7-1. Of course, Barca were beaten at the weekend. Just quickly, a couple of pointers. Obviously, we've got at Stan James, we've got odds to win the groups. What about to qualify from the groups? Werder Bremen, even money to do so. Haven't they made the greatest of starts as them? Inter Milan or Spurs, you could argue. 20 Enschede as well. 5-1 to qualify. Maybe that looked big. 7's on Inter Milan. I certainly wouldn't touch that with Benitez in charge. But Werder Bremen, even money. And they of course play Spurs in match day 1. 20 Enschede, I should say, the Dutch champions. They've started off well as well, 11 points from 5 games. Dreadful Group B, one of the worst in the history of the Champions League. Lyon, Schalke and Benfica have made appalling start in the league. What I'm keen on is Bursaspor, the Turkish champions. 4 out of 4 they've started. Valencia, of course, no Vialis. Galacino, of course, has gone to Arsenal. He was signed in the transfer window, and they are missing 2 of their best players as well from the weekend. They won 2-0 at the weekend, but I think Bursaspor and Manchester United will go through from that group as well. Obviously, as I say, we have odds on to win the group, but Inter Milan 8-11. Again, I wouldn't touch that. And then the Spurs fans, I know, have already had a bit of the 3-1. It's 7-2 Werder Bremen. And again, 20 Enschede are 12-1. Do look at that out of all the odds on top in groups. Again, a lot depends on, of course, how many English teams you think will go through. We have 3 or less 5-2 on, and all 4 7-4. Well, I think Arsenal will get through. I think Manchester United will get through. I think Chelsea will certainly get through. So that in effect is if Spurs are 8-11 to qualify from the group, and we're offering 7-4 that all 4. I think that may be a fair price. Although Werder Bremen and 20 Enschede, that's not maybe the easiest group for Spurs. But Spurs, all 4 English clubs, 7-4 with ourselves at Stan James. Winning nation we've also got. It's 11-10 for Spain. Again, I'm not a big Valencia fan, but of course 5-1 for Real Madrid and 5-2 for Barcelona. 11-10 Spain, 7-4 for an English side. Of course, if they got to Wembley, they're massive home support. Whichever one of the 4 English teams get there, they would be, that may look a big price. 7-4 for any of the 4 English clubs. And who do you think will go further? I'm certainly of the opinion that Chelsea, from the English clubs, they will go further. 13-8. Manchester United 15-8. Dual winners, of course, Arsenal 5-2, and Spurs, the outsiders, the whole party, at 8-1. They look to have had the most difficult group, but after that, who knows? But it's 13-8 for Chelsea to go first out of the 4 English sides. But that's it. 5-2 Barcelona, 5-1 David Villa. A lot of the people are suggesting that this is the year. Mascherano, of course, has come in. David Villa has come in to the Barcelona side that were beaten by a very functional Inter Milan last year. The finals at Wembley, remember? All English final? If it is, we at Stan James will refund all losing bets on the outright market as a free bet. Be lucky.